Hello, hello, hello. Today is January 30th, 2024. We are almost at the end already. It's pretty crazy. Today is, I don't know if you can see, we are dealing with some just gray weather. It's really starting to drag me down. Yesterday it was pretty much the same as this, and I talked about it briefly yesterday, but I'm just so tired. Now, should I be taking vitamin D? Yes. I'm not though. I typically try to get it naturally, I like being out in the sun. But boy oh boy, it's been rough. And following work yesterday, I didn't have anything mandatory and I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. I sat down and I watched content for hours on end, pretty much. Like, all I did was film yesterday's journal and film a soccer podcast, but besides that, I skipped the gym. I did nothing. I fell into the binging of TV. And sure, I'd like to talk about the psychology or the philosophy of TV binging, but I think that there's something a bit more pertinent to talk about, and that's the perpetual I want to. Us humans, we're always saying that we want to be doing things differently. We want to change the way that we act. We want to change for better. But now I'm sort of just getting to this point where it's yesterday goes against all the things that I say I want to do. I want to be doing cardio every day. I want to be going to the gym every day. I want to be productive every day. But that's not what happened yesterday. Now, should I have given myself a break? Maybe. I was excruciatingly tired. I'm not even trying to make excuses for myself. I know myself, and yesterday was bad. But the whole time I'm resting, it's just, I'm being toxic to myself. I hated myself for what I was doing, and yet I was still doing it. It was not good. And so, I'm just wondering if there needs to be a language change. For me personally, should I say I'm going to instead of I want to? I'm going to do cardio every day. I'm going to be productive every day, and so on. It sort of reminds me of Socrates and the insistence on the precision of language itself. Words mean specific things. We have different words for different reasons. And when my mind is constantly framing my goals as wants, I don't know, maybe it's not reinforced in my mind as strong as it could be. Am I thinking about it too hard? Potentially, but I'm going to try and say I'm going to more often instead of I want to. I don't know, there's just something very peculiar about humans and how we always want things to be different, but we don't necessarily do it. It's really hard to change things, but maybe it's down to the language. Language is subtly one of the most powerful things I feel. And I'm not a linguistics person. I don't study language and etymology and all that, but I don't know. I don't believe in manifesting per se, but there is something to it. There's something to just changing your language. I'm really tired again today. This is bad. I went to go get lunch and I got a sandwich, and I was just the interaction I had with the cashier, it was a mess. It feels like they probably thought I was high, and I'm not high. I don't know. That was really today's main topic. I'm going to the gym now. There you go. I like to sit far back. I could really use a second dose of caffeine here, but I'm gonna try not to. In fact, I'm not going to. It looks like there's a couple next to me. Acting shady. Anyways, that's about all I have. I have work later, so, you know, when I have more structure to my days, it makes it easier not to fall victim to, like, the weaker language. And, you know, maybe that's a part of it. Maybe we acknowledge the things that we want to change so that we feel better about ourselves, but we don't have to go all the way and we don't actually have to fix them. Maybe that's part of it. But I'm definitely pretty just frustrated with a lot of things on the whole. You know, this isn't my best the best position my mental health has been in since I started these journals. You know, school is about to come back, and that's definitely has some impact on, you know, my happiness. I don't want it to come back. And yeah, where was I going? Maybe we just use the weaker language as a way to try and meet in the middle and sit on the fence instead of, you know, either living in ignorance or genuinely changing things. That is probably the takeaway from today's video. I'm going to change things, and it's going to be hard work, but it has to be done. I have to, I don't know what my sanity needs at this point. I've got to be honest here. I find it difficult to find, like a place that truly like represents me and like where I can fit in. I don't know. This is a whole new topic, I suppose, but my friends and my girlfriend are definitely as close as I've gotten. I just want, there you go, I want. But this is a want. This isn't something that I can really truly change on my own. I want to be in a spot where I'm having like academic discussions and things. That's what really helps me like click. And that's why I have grown to really love college. I just don't like the work. But anyways, I'm really going off on a tangent here. There's a lot of things in life, isn't there? There's a lot of things. Today's legs, I don't want to do them, but I'm going to. We'll see how much time is left for cardio, because I do have work. Is that an excuse? Maybe it is. But yeah, that's the rest of the day. Leg day, stop home real quick, go to work. And then after that, go to sleep. And tomorrow I've had a booger this whole time. That's embarrassing. Hopefully it's not visible. Tomorrow's another hard day, but I'm not going to think about it quite yet. Anyways, it's Tuesday, so we're already almost in the middle of the week. It's wild. It's going to be over before we even know it. So be grateful for it. Be grateful for the weeks where, you know, they're challenging. Peace and love.